So here we are on the Cade Peak course this time around, going past the petrol station there and gas station if you're in the USA, over the start line. So I've already done a lap just to check it out. Now this can be a reasonably fast course, but it has bends on it. 40 kph there, been a little bit of a skid. The needle, look at the speedometer in the bottom centre of the screen. That gives you the clue. If the needle goes into the red on a corner, you'll crash. The green zone is how fast you're going, and white is how much faster you could go without crashing. Bend coming up. Now we can see that it's very, very tight, but I just about keep that needle out of the red. Now the skill here is that you brake before the bend. If you're braking on the bend, you are likely to crash. You want to accelerate out of the bend, but if you accelerate too early, you will crash on the last bit of the bend again. See this one here, just a little bit of white between the green and red zones there as I get safely around that bend at a reasonable speed. So I would expect this race to favour the faster riders as opposed to the skillful riders, but mark my words, it gets a bit tighter, because if you look at the top of your screen to the left, you will see there's a map of the course, and you can see it goes up and down and around lots and lots of bends in those little sort of kind of fork-like prongs either side of the course, and you can see that some are wider than others. And one of the easy mistakes to make on this course is to not realise that all the bends are not equal. So some are tighter than the others. If the fork bend is thinner there, and look at that, there's a crash, a bit too fast on that bend, a little bit sharper than I was expecting. And this is what you want to watch for. If you look at the little sort of fork prongs on that course, the narrower, then one might assume that the bends at the end are going to be less flowing. So cautiously going around this one, just keeping it out of the red so far and safely round. Not doing quite as well as those two bots, but still with them, so it's all good. 36 kph now, sitting on this guy's tail. It's probably best to take the inside lane, but one of the things that deterred me was that when I do that with another rider, I quite often get focused on getting around the rider and take my eye off the speedometer, and I think at that occasion no multitasking going on here. Clearly I was looking at the speedometer and not the racing line, so lost a little bit of ground by going around the outside of the bend, but stayed up, which is important. The rider behind us caught me in that time as we come up to the next bend. Now some of these look tighter than they are. You see that one going around at 26, 27, that's quite slow, and tried to accelerate it out of the bend too early, lost my places. Now you can get away quicker if you start pedalling before the silhouetted avatar lets you. It will give you a 3-second delay, but if you're already pedalling hard when you get up, you get away quicker. Now this bend is going to limit me to about 27 there, 28, just keeping inside at the moment. Don't accelerate out too quickly, but interestingly got overtaken by the bot, so there's probably a little bit of capacity to do that slightly better. Now move over to the inside of the lane for this one. It's going to be a fast one, and too fast. It was, and if you look, the yellow dot on the course is right on the thinnest of those fork prongs that I talk about, and consequently, as I say, you get a slightly tighter bend, and I was caught out by that. And you can see this one coming up, the guidance now 33, 34, and just about sneaking around that one on 28, 29 kph. Still losing ground to the bots though, not doing quite as efficiently as I could. Still a little bit of a learning curve as we come round to the final bit. Just on the, just steer to the right there, get around that bot, don't get caught behind. Steal the place, but didn't quite catch the next bot and through the finishing line. That's your lap. Enjoy the course. It's a great course. Fast, but skill needed.